Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Denver, time.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
On the red. Here we go.
Shooting on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
13 loop. Hey, Lion. Check smash. Son, it's a hunt. Here we go, son.
Lawrence looking to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Hey, run. Hey, Dinter. That. Easy.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man. Thomas has it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time shifting to drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
19-18. Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 18, 5 in.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, Ginger, go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Red, 23. Silver.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Lisa 24.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Sink right.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Hey, Ginger. Done. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A loss of 1.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
11 at, hey, easy, Ralph. Hurt. Soga, hot. Think right, open. Silver.
Lawrence throwing here. This one's caught. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
3-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
On red. This is hot. Hot.
Tootin. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ready up.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Hey, son, hot.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Come on. Let's go.
Hand off to the up back. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Jaguars. Along the right sideline, there's space. And Jacksonville makes a house call. Touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead on the turnover. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Dude, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, looking for options. Nets in on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Miami.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
And send a receiver left. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a loose set of downs, too. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
The line is scrimmage. No gain on the play.
65
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dolphins.
Come back team.
Working on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
60 by 6, 60 by 18, pioneer.
Still sticking with the passing game. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Soko, hot. 30 left.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Jaguars have a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
13 move.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Near the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Offense to the line fast. H.M. can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Here's the final play of our first half.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Second half begins with a run by H.M. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 11. And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats.
They'll throw it here on first. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. They're going play action. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
60 Maverick. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Mustang 19.
Running left. Here's Achane. He's still going at the 30. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
From the red zone on first. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Come on.
Second down carry for Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Go street.
On the give, it's Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Easy, route. Go, let's go. Son. Think right open.
Lawrence to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Hand off to Tootin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Hey.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Easy. On red.
Inside give here for Tootin. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Here's Tootin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short? But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, go! Here we go. Hey, Ginger, stop!
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Let's go!
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Soka.
Shooting with it. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it.
Easy. Read it. Turn. This is hot.
Trying to push this past the marker. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hot.
Short pass brought in. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
28. Dolphins 21.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This is Knight with the return here. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Ready up.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw to start the drive. Connects on the crosser. Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps it moving. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
That's good.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
11. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and the Jaguars have a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Hey.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second down, give to Tootin. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Got it. Ready?
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Street. Hey, son.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Hey, I'm gun.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Line up the design keeper. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Red on red.
On the ground, Tootin. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
On the jump. Hey, let's go. Go street. Hey, tomato. Done. Go. Let's go. 30 left. Here we go.
Now it's Tootin. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
On red. Soko, hot. Hey, I'm gun.
Sign quarterback run here. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Rip, 23. Start, 11. Here we go.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets 4, but not there yet. That brings up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Hey, Soko, hot. Think right open. Silver.
He gets one more shot at it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Street. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Here he is to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. The first play gets him all the way up near the 40. Give him 38 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
All right, so he stops the clock, but seconds still ran off on a gain of, only 3 or 4.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock, touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.